traveling with the limited coach is traveling with the limited access to internet, so he will be a participant, and this will also give you a chance to, you know, to see from the other side, and also help us learn so that we grow together. So I'm
Yeah.
going to share with you a strategy that I've been using the last couple of days uh, that has almost guaranteed me uh, an average of 300 pips daily. And I hope that the same strategy can work for you. So, what I've been doing since Coach made the big announcement of people wanted to receive signals on a daily basis, I quickly paid up for a month. And every morning, we've been receiving signals from Coach that has helped me to set up my sniper trades. But at the same time, I have been uh, practicing on my scalping trade based on the previous classes that Coach took us through. So today, I'm just going to share with you these two strategies, and hopefully, somebody will also be able to pick it and learn from it. And then we're going to open the floor. It will be an open session where we will be able to ask questions, we'll be able to interact, so that we see which strategies you people are developing out there. So, all right. So, the agenda for today is we will look at setting up trading zones, support and resistance. So basically, this is where I take up my, scalping trading, and then we'll also look at sniper trading, basically timing the London breakout, and setting up your traps so that when the market breaks, either going up or going down, then you're in the trade. And then I'll show you a little on how I do my scalping, and then we'll open it up for question and answer. So for starters, setting up your trading zones, the support and resistance, uh, you need to look at a higher time frame, and then look at the major turnings uh, where the market is taking a turn, and then basically just draw the lines. An example I've shown you is a screenshot that I took, and when we go to the live chat, I will show you how to do that. So that it's easier for you next time when you're setting up your support and resistance. And also, basically, the second thing that you've seen that I've done here is I've drawn a channel that also guides me where to take my trades, when the market is moving up and down. So when we get a chance to go to the charts, I will show you. Oh, just hang on. Somebody's saying that they can't access the meeting. I thought I gave.
What is the password? I can type it as your password to the meeting. That's what they're looking for.
All right. So let me just because I had pasted it. The password is there at K0 capital D
At K0
capital D,
capital D. Uh-huh.
then 3,
3.
then capital R, then 0.
Capital R, then 0.
Yes.
Okay. I think I've just sent it. I don't know if people have got it.
Yeah, but if
Oops.
they click on the link, it should work without a password. I think that's what Emmanuel tried.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So when I will show you how to set up your trading zones. It's you don't have to be accurate because, like Coach usually says, the trading zones are they're just zones. They're not hardcore uh, boundaries. Like the boundaries of a country. So you can look at this like uh, zone A, then this is another zone B, then this is another zone C. So the market will always be moving from zone to zone. Like you can see from here, it moved from here and it moved to zone C. So every time it will be coming up and down, and you'll notice that it always respects the zones that you put. So the one that is down here is a support. Just look at it like the floor of a house. So it will always come and bounce on the support. And when it hits the roof, look at the roof as a resistance. So the market will always come like this, down, then up again, then down. So this is a screenshot I actually took from one of the charts I was using today to scalp on the 1 minute chart.
Go on, Ken. I'm responding.
All right.
Keep going. Keep going.
My screen is stuck, but let me see. All right. So the second strategy, or the first strategy that I wanted to show you, is the sniper trading, where basically what we normally do just before the London breaks out is we set up traps. So we look at where the market is consolidating. If this is where the price is, then as soon as we get the signals from coach, we put, for me, I usually like different colors for my charts. So the purple colors just mark the area where the price is consolidating. This is a chart again that I took from, I think this is Euro JPY, Euro Japanese Yen. And so what I did is on the white line, this is where I put my pending buy orders. So basically, you put pending orders both above and below, because at this moment, this I took just before the market started moving up and down. At this moment, you don't know if the market will go up or down. But as scalpers, we really don't care, because if it goes up, we want to be in the trade. If it goes down, we also want to be in the trade. So you normally take a few pips above the where you're putting your orders, about 10 pips. That will almost always guarantee you to be in profit, both up and below. So now after this, the only thing that you have to do consistently is you always have to practice, practice, practice. So I'm going to show you quickly how I normally do it on my chart. I'll also show you. I think there's somebody who asked a question on how do they know how many pips they have made in a day. So I'll show you first uh, my sniper trades, and then I'll show you the scalping, and then I'll show you how to get a statement from your C trader. All right. So this is my seed trader on the web for Forex, how I placed my scalping today at around 8 o'clock Kenyan time, after receiving signals from coach. So as you can see here, I have partially hidden the screen so that we can do some back testing. So we entered the trades around here. At this juncture, you don't know if it will trigger up or down. And this was on a 15-minute time frame. So let's see what happened. So as the markets are moving, uh, as you can see, it went up and triggered a buy stop and took profit almost immediately, but started coming down. It started coming down, and then at the same time, it triggered the sell stop and took profit. So you can see if you do this on at least 5 currency pairs, that is the one that we normally receive from coach, the major ones, the euro, Japanese yen, euro, USD, Great British Pound, USD, Australian dollar, USD, then you are almost always guaranteed that at least 3 out of 5 will be in trade and you'll be in profit. I think for me today, 5 out of 5 actually triggered, and I managed to take my profit. But I normally don't just sit and wait for this to happen. So what I usually do in the meantime is I do scalping, and I'm going to show you that on how I normally do it uh, on a different chart as I wait for my sniper trace to trigger. So this is what I do after I've set up my traps for my sniper. I quickly go to scalping. So at the beginning of the day, I look at what the market is doing. Like as you can see, this is on a higher time frame. This is 1 hour, and the market seems to favor an uptrend. As you can see, if you look at the lows, every low that you're seeing here is higher than the last that happened in the price cycle. So it means that this market is favoring an uptrend. If you draw a line, you can see that this line is moving upwards. So then I quickly move to a lower time frame. Well, first of all, let me just zoom out. If I zoom out, you can see how I basically move my support and resistance. So what I do is I just place them on the major turns. So you don't have to think too much. You just place them where you see that it has turned quite a while, and then as you move down to the other time frames, you'll almost see that it obeys. It always obeys the support and resistance zone that you have put, and that is actually where you're going to put your trade. In addition, I try to put a channel going upwards that I see that the market is trying to obey. So what I do is normally I usually have two charts side by side. First, the 5 minute chart, and also a 1 minute chart. And because of the fractal nature of the market, what you see in the 5 minute is almost replicated in the 1 minute, but several times. So I use the 5 minute. This is the 5 minute to guide me on when to take trades in the 1 minute. So, for instance, if you look at this zone here, there are so many opportunities to take trades. So every time the market is coming down, like here, it's coming down, I put my buy orders, but because I know that the market is favoring an uptrend, it eventually usually comes and I take my profit. So by the end of the day, I usually achieve the target that I want to get quite easily, because what I do is I aim at very small profit. As you can see here, this is the trade that I took today, and most of them, as you can see, is 2 pips, 2 pips, 2 pips, 2 pips. And the reason why the success rate is almost guaranteed is because I don't aim at the full price cycle. If you look at between here, the lowest point to the highest point is almost 20 pips. And for me, I'm only looking at 2 pips. So my success is almost guaranteed, because chances of hitting 2 pips is higher than me waiting for the whole 20 pips to take my profit. So if you look at my history, then most of my trades, actually all my trades today were in profit. But once in a while, sometimes it goes against me, and I get a few losses, but I'm able to recover because I put several trades and I'm out of trade several times as well. So using these two strategies has made me to almost consistently get between an average of 300 pips every day. So the other thing I wanted to show you is most people were asking how they can know the number of pips they get after they make the trade. If you look here, the seed trader, this seed trader on the web, I am on the history tab. So when you go to the history tab, it allows you to filter. So you can filter the last 3 days, the current week, today, or you can even filter a particular period. You put the date. So normally for me, I go and only filter for the things that I've done today, and it will give me the history of what I've done today. And then I click on statement. So when I click on statement, it it opens up a window and pops up the statement within the web, and I'm able to usually download it as an Excel. I'm going to show you how the Excel looks like. Yeah, so this is the Excel that you get after you download, and from this Excel you can see your trades. Basically the deal ID, the symbol you are trading, uh, the opening time, and the number of pips. So the number of pips are in my case, they're in this column J. So if you look down, then with just a simple summation of the Excel formula, you can see that today I made 652 pips on this particular account. All right. So it's quite easy for you to be able to get the history of what you have done and update your journal. If you're keeping a journal of your trading, to see how you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So I'll leave it at that and open the floor for a question and answer so that we learn together in this. Any questions?
Yes, Ken. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question. I'm actually new. I'm just trying to read the book that coach sent me this week, and I had a question. I think there is somewhere I read, maybe I did not understand well, that because you said that you make an average of 2 pips per trade, and I thought that is the average that also the breaker takes home on the platform you are trading. So what is really the net profit you get in terms of pips? Or maybe if I understood it wrongly when I read the book, maybe somebody can help me understand.
That's a very good question, Emmanuel. So what happened with most traders, they have something called a spread. And if you go back to the old videos that coach has posted on YouTube, you'll see that one of the things that he suggests that if you're going to trade, then one of the things you look at in choosing a broker is the type of spread they're charging. like I think the Kenyan brokers, their spread is very high. So meaning if you go with the Kenyan one, then doing what I'm doing, like the scalping of 2 pips, might not work very well, because before you take your profit, then you have to work very hard. First of all, to pay them their spread, and then to take your profit. The platforms I'm using, that is Robo Forex and IC Markets, the spreads are pretty not very bad, because like for Robo Forex, they take a spread of 0.04 for the Euro USD, and I think IC Markets take a spread of 0.08. So you find with the lot size that I'm currently using, which is a 0.1 lot size, for every pip, I'm able to get a net of 0.13. But that should not really bother you, because the thing that you should be focusing right now is making the number of pips. And then once you are very comfortable, then you can always increase your lot size. Increasing your lot size means also you increase your profit, because how you make profit is determined by an equation almost similar to the quadratic equation we learned in school. Y is equal to mx plus c, where if you want
Yeah.
to make more profit, then maybe you increase your lot size, and also the number of trades that you are making. So determining the broker that you're using helps you to maximize at the end of the day the amount of money you'll make, because the brokers will charge you what is called a spread. I don't know if
Hey,
I've answered you.
Thank you very much.
Ken,
Is there anyone
hello, can you
else
hear
with a
me?
question?
Yeah, this is John from Canada. So I don't know if you guys can permit me. There's very good material, and I know Coach has been providing a lot of good material to the team here. But and again, being here in Canada, I don't know what kind of access you have to Udemy courses, right? So if you can give me a chance to share my screen, I can show you the things that are out there that you guys can look at, which can give you very good fundamentals. It doesn't really take away from the good work that's happening here with Ken and everybody and Coach, but it's just additional insights if you're interested.
Yes, I think you can share your screen, John.
I think it's probably not.
Are you able to click on share? I think you should be able to do it. Share and then share content.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with WebEx here, so I don't. Where is it in on your?
On the menu, you see that menu that looks like a ribbon, where you see file, then edit. There's
Yeah, okay. Share my meeting window. So I only have share my meeting window. The share content is not enabled.
share content is not enabled.
Yeah, I think that the meeting organizer can has to enable that.
At the bottom, it is there. At the bottom, I can see mine is enabled. At the bottom, the one with an arrow.
An arrow at the bottom.
Yeah, just
Next
the
to the
text
mute,
participant.
the video, and the share content.
After the video.
Okay. Yeah. So mine, unfortunately, is not. So I might have some issues here.
John, can I suggest that you share the link with Ken, and then Ken will share with the team. Like I said, I have limited connectivity right now. But
yeah. So if I could have shared, because I already have an account there, it would have been easier because I already have things open. But if I share the link, it means you have to go and enroll and all that. But mine was Let me see. Can continue. If I figure it out, I'll jump in. So carry on.
Yes, thank you very much, John. I think what John is saying is that there's a lot of material out there And Udemy is actually easily accessible as long as you have an internet link. I
Yeah.
have attended some Udemy courses, but not on Forex, on other subjects. But that is one thing
Yeah.
that somebody can also actually check if you are interested in expanding your knowledge, you know. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of material. There's a lot of things on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube videos that our coach has uploaded on his
Yeah.
channel. Please keep liking and practicing on them. So I think as John is trying to figure out how to share, I would welcome any other question from the members.
I can.
Hi, Jackson. Go ahead.
Now, there is something that you said that all your 5 entries, the signals that were sent, they were actually able to, you were able to profit. Now, I'm wondering what would be the reason? Because like on my hand, I entered the same 5 signals, and actually I think it is only 2 which triggered. What would I be doing wrong?
Okay, Jackson, that's a very good question. So, as when you enter your trades, uh, your traps for the sniper trading,
Yeah.
then the market moves, quite a lot, up and down, up and down. So what I usually do sometimes when I notice that the market might not reach the target that I had initially set to take my profit, then I adjust it accordingly. So you can, if you notice that it's turning and it's not going to where you had initially targeted it for it to take profit, then you can always adjust it. So once in a while, I monitor my, my sniper trades, and if I notice that it's not going to get to the target, then I adjust my take profit and get out of that trade. So the other thing I do is if I notice that it's already leaving me and I don't want to wait for it to come back to take profit, then I just exit that trade. The other thing that I do is, normally we set up trades up and down, basically buy orders and sell stop orders. So when one side triggers, then I usually kill the other side, because chances are it will try and trigger it and it might not take profit. So as soon as one side triggers and I see that it's going to take profit, I take my profit and then I cancel the other pair. So if, for instance, today, I think it was Euro Japanese yen that triggered first. So when one side triggered, then I quickly canceled the other one when I took my profit. So that's how I ensure also that I minimize my losses. But that's a very good question and observation, Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Actually, I've been wondering what miracles you're performing out there. But now I get it.
Yeah, you have to make decisions. This Forex also is about making decisions and also the moving on quickly. If you see that one trade is not working, then you move on to the other. But if you just keep, I think John has been able to share, or is yes, John has been
Yeah.
able to share. So I'll give John
Yeah.
2 minutes
Can you hear
to
me?
continue.
Can you hear me, Ken?
Yes, go ahead, John.
All right. So thank you for the opportunity. So this is a course that's offered on Udemy. It's a very nice course. It's just basically, Forex basics, everything that you need to learn about Forex and trading. The only caveat here is the platform that is used for trading in these examples is a MetaTrader 4, which is not different from the C Trader that we're using here. I mean, the platforms are usually the same. But what's nice about this is if you look at Forex basics, for instance, if you can get, it gives you every very good descriptions of everything from the basics of what is a bear market, what's a bull market, and everything. So that when you're speaking, usually I use the analogy that I want to learn as much as possible so that I can hold a 5-minute conversation in a bar. So that first one, section one, will give you all that. It's also going to give you, Forex analysis, everything that coach has been giving you, technical analysis, sentiment analysis, all that stuff is covered here. And then fundamentals, all the things that Ken has been showing here, channels, patterns, indicators, if you need to use them, trends, you'll see them here. And these courses are not very expensive for the most part. But if you want to further your knowledge without going into too many books and YouTube videos, this is a very good course I would recommend. So so I've been using this for some time just to give me a very good grounding. So if anybody finds it interesting, you can always go check it out.
Thank you very much, John. I think
Yeah.
members, you have seen there's a lot of material out there. You can subscribe to Udemy. Even for your other things that you're pursuing, it has a lot of, it's a very good platform for learning. And as John has said, it will give you the fundamentals, the basics to learn this game called Forex, as well as the books that Coach has been sharing. Sorry, I've just received a notification that we have about 5 minutes. I think now it's down to about 4 or 3. So is there any other question, or do we start another session? Do you think there'll be a need to start another session, or we just try and get 1 or 2 more questions before we close? Is there a question?
Yeah, Ken, my second.
Ken.
Yes. Now, I also noted that you have a way of duplicating, like you're running 2 accounts at the same time, and you're able to harvest all the pips. Now, how do you manage to do this? And that these are things done within a very short time, and you need to make a decision while you are at it. How do you manage to duplicate to run 2 parallel accounts?
That's a very good question, Jackson. So what happens is something I noticed that is very interesting on Seed Trader on the web. So the setup that I've done on one account, that is Seed Trader RoboForex, automatically gets replicated on my Seed Trader RoboForex. So I am able to, without a lot of effort, once I set up my trade zones, my job is like almost halfway done. So I'm able to take trades on both sides because they're just tabs next to each other. So when I take trades here with a single click, I also do the same on this other side. So it's not 100% replicated that if I take 10 trades here, then I take 10 trades here. One might be 1 or more clicks more than the other.
Yeah.
But most of the time, they almost take profit at the same time because they will respect the zones within I am taking the trades. So it's easier when you have set up your zones and you're trading within the structures that you have set up. Is there any other question?
Thank you for that.
Ken.
Yes.
Just a quick one. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ken.
Ken, sorry, it's Vincent here.
Yes, Vincent.
Just a quick one, eh?
Yes, go ahead.
If can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, if you have, say, a balance of say $500 in your account, what is the maximum number of trades that one can actually do? Because I would imagine, theoretically, say, can you do 1,000 trades, but you only have 500? Is there some sort of a guidance on the maximum number of trades that you can do, depending on what you have as a balance in your account?
Yes, there is. So, Vincent, I think our session is running out. So would you allow me to set another meeting, and then members can click on it. Then we answer that question in that session, because I am afraid I will start answering and then this one will end anytime. Is that okay? I set up another one. I'll share it on the WhatsApp, and then we all join in
Okay.
again and continue with the discussion.
That's not
All right.
Okay for me.